Are we streaming right now?
Yeah, we're live in front of people.
We are live?
Yes, but no one's watching right now.
So I can't say bad words.
Well, you can say like fuck.
Fuck!
Yeah, that's great. In the meantime, I'm gonna go and start us up on a new game. Get us all going on a new Red Dead Redemption endeavor.
Alright, so what are the words that I can't say?
Well, this is gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I haven't played the beginning of Red Dead in a long time.
Yeah, man. So you and I have been playing between us like freaking hundreds of hours.
Oh, yeah. In fact, if I would say that I associate my time in Chicago with one thing, it would be Red Dead Redemption 2.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that.
You missed out on an entire city because I showed you this game.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Wasted 2.5 years of my life.
Absolutely. By 1899, the age of outlaw was at an end.
Yeah. In fact, I mean, because this is your PS4, this is really the only game... this is really...
played.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Other than a little bit of Grand Theft Auto, that's it.
Hey, man. America got some laws.
Oh. Not in this America.
The West had mostly been tamed. Yeah, man. I really like what this game gets at, like a lot of big concepts. You know what I mean? A few gangs still roam, but they were being hunted down and destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like we sort of take civilization for granted as like a good thing, but this is like a group of people that are like, or well, that presented to us in this game, but they're like, lol, shit, I can't exist anymore.
So remind me, is it from the beginning of the game, is Arthur Morgan still godlike? Is he still like pretty invincible?
He is a player character in a video game, yes.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, he'll fuck up some dudes.
I showed you that video, right?
Of
that it was like that video of it was like what a non-player character's point of view is.
Oh yeah,
on the video game.
And I remember what you're talking about now. So it was just like when a person doesn't pick up their controller, and then the goon like knocks out the guy, like kills him, and then it just shows like them being like, well, what now? What do we even do? After the death of the protagonist.
And he notices the main boss is just under 1,000 chandeliers that are like ready to...
Yeah, like the set piece, like stand here to injure boss things.
Right.
My father.
God, this is just such a beautiful game.
It really is. This opening is just as good as any opening to like award-winning movie right now.
Oh yeah.
Like if this was just filmed, this would have contended at the Oscars.
Yeah. Like I feel cold right now. I want to grab my coat.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually gonna take a trip around the room and turn some lights off and shit.
Okay. Yeah. Chapter 1. Coulter?
And
what's Coulter? Is that someone's name?
it's your location.
Oh, right. Phil Hooker. That's a name.
Bring him in here.
Phil Hooker. I hardly know her.
Nyak, 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 nyak. There we have Dutch Vanderlyn.
Nerd.
Miss Gaskell, get that fire lit quick. Miss Jones, bring in.
Oh yeah, another thing this game does really well is it goes a long way to convincing you that these people care about each other.
Oh yeah.
Davy's dead.
Because it's like a family by necessity, right? Like they don't have anyone else. They sort of all fell in through whatever circumstances, but it's
First of all, you're going to stay here.
thick and thin right now for these guys.
Self-warned. Now, I sent John and Mike scouting out ahead. Arthur and I are going to ride out.
Dutch is at his most reasonable for the entire game.
Just for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, spoiler alert. This guy loses his shit.
Yeah.
Listen.
Oh yeah.
Listen to me all.
Seeing as Anthony and I have played this game like a million bajillion hours, get ready for spoilers, get ready for whatever. we're just gonna. It's all pretty much fair game here.
Now, my big question is, what about how you play Red Dead Redemption? What does that tell? What does that tell someone about who that person is by how they play this video game?
Are you worried about looking psychotic later?
Well, potentially. No, I'm just saying, like, you know, based off of the way you play as Arthur Morgan, and there's many different ways, what does that say about you?
Well, okay, the real answer for me, like my genuine answer is that, like, it's all escapism. You know what I mean? Like,
For sure.
If you're going out and blowing up entire towns in video games, well, you're not doing it in real life.
Exactly.
But, by the time you sitting next to me, are punching horses to the point that they bow their heads in like, oh, I'm just not going to resist anymore in case this makes them stop. That, I think, says more about you at that point than simple escapism.
Potentially, but you know, if you remember when Joker came out, everyone was like, oh man, someone's going to shoot up a movie theater, and it clearly didn't happen.
Not exactly one-to-one here.
I don't know. Steve Martin?
That one. Yes, that Steve Martin.
Wow.
That Steve Martin was just yucking around this entire game.
Writer of Picasso at the La Penagile?
That's a pull. Jeez.
What do you play, the original dentist in Little Shop of Horrors? What other obscure...
Oh, yeah. I actually did know that one.
Yeah.
He's good. Great comedic actor.
Oh, yeah.
He's the jerk.
Dude, I used to be obsessed with the Pink Panther movies.
Oh,
as a kid.
yeah. That's his claim to fame right there. I love the Pink Panther.
Well, I wouldn't say that's his claim to fame. And
Or,
it's
I'm sorry.
like his claim to
For me,
disfame.
that's my access to him.
Infamy.
Oh, Infamy? You don't think they're good?
I still like them, but I just know they're pretty universally they're panned by a lot of people.
Are you serious?
By the
Oh my god,
majority.
I thought they were classics. Like I loved them as kids.
That's some of my favorite movie going memories were seeing the Pink Panther movies. Like I could not stop laughing.
One of my earliest movie theater memories was with my grandma, and she started just pulling out handfuls and handfuls of candy and popcorn and shit from internal pockets. It was so funny. Like, it was at the time, I was like, whoa, Grandma, you're such a hard ass. Oh, you hear what Dutch just said?
Does she like hard candy?
Yo, did you hear what Dutch just said? That is the last member of this gang that's gonna die.
Ooh. Should we try to trick any viewers and say that...
Well, they kind of know what it is, because it's years old at this point, and we said earlier that... We said a lot, but, you know, let's not say specific this character is like what's going to happen to specific characters or whatever. It's pretty tragic, this game, all things considered, and...
Right. And this is a prequel to Red Dead Redemption 1. I have never played Red Dead Redemption 1. I have no idea what happens.
True. It's actually kind of appropriate to play this one first.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense, because...
Yeah. But it's nice... It was also nice not knowing about John Marston during Red Dead Redemption 1.
Yeah, what?
Because you know, you're just like, why is he doing all of this? And you didn't really get a lot of John Marston's backstory fleshed out until Red Dead Redemption 2.
I'm going to say this is by far the most sane we see Micah in this game.
No. He's just playing us.
Well,
I don't think he's ever really had he's always been a couple sopranos short of a choir, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. When I first played this section, when I saw Micah, I was like, he's my friend. I like him. He's a good guy.
Well, he's a member of your gang, yes. In that it's like you and like everyone against the world, sure. I'm not going to say much nice things about Micah here.
Hey, I'm just going to say I've never seen Micah punch a horse.
Yeah, I've only seen you do that, you lunatic.
I'm sure you could YouTube thousands of videos of people punching horses, setting horses on fire.
What if you were the only one?
In fact, if we were in open world right now, we could probably set their horses on fire if we really wanted to. Or I guess those are candle lanterns, not light lanterns. Or gas, I don't know what.
They look oil to me.
Are they oil? Okay.
I have no idea.
I always get those confused.
Oh wait, here we go. Okay, so right here, Arthur was like, hey, You're kind of crazy, Micah. So Micah's been acting up for a long time.
Oh, okay.
He's if I remember correctly, Micah's only like 6 months into the gang right now, something like that.
So this game's like Chekhovian. Like they're like putting little Easter eggs everywhere that you're like, oh.
Yeah. This is a literal snake. Well, not literal, can't be. But this is a snake in the grass right here. Yeah.
Yo, do you want some coffee?
I do want some coffee.
All right, I'm gonna pour you a cup of coffee. I'll be right back.
Quick, snuff your lantern. Close. Man. Just sitting here with the snow and the wind effects and all the... this is the best. This is one of my favorite games of all time. It's just a little world to inhabit.
Micah, hide behind that wagon. Arthur, you take that old shed on the left. And stay.
You got it, Dutch.
Now, Joey said we're not allowed to talk about drugs on this, but coffee is okay, right? Like,
Yeah, I'll allow coffee.
that is the only upper that we do is coffee. That's it.
The only drug in anyone's system. There was bodies in there.
Keep your eyes on Dutch.
This is gonna...
Go now, buddy.
Shit.
Whoa!
I wanted the lantern.
Man.
Oh well.
Oh man, these people think you're oh shit.
Boosh! That was bad and glitchy.
Oh my god. Dude, it's just the way his body lays out in the snow.
There we go. And you know what? You get
so
showing
good.
up there.
You know, the real nice thing about the first part, I think, is it's like the most cinematic part of the game. The whole game's cinematic, but this is like...
No, there's moments. There's little missions here and there that they put some spit shine on.
Oh, but you know me, I don't do missions.
That's true. Yeah, if you played the game, you would know that there are
Yeah,
more.
it takes me a total of about like 600 hours to complete this game.
And bitch. Oh well.
It's kind of hilarious. Like I won't spoil this part about the game, but it's kind of hilarious the way Arthur Morgan dies, considering he is like constantly gunslinging and like taking down.
I guess so. That thing I said earlier about not revealing what happens to specific characters. That might have been what I was exactly referring to.
Oh, I gotcha. Well,
a little late now. Whatever.
well,
So yeah. This
okay,
bitch.
he
So-
doesn't die by a gun. I'll say that he doesn't die by a gun.
Well, okay. So this bitch is dying. We know that much. So that just deepened our tragedy. Oh yeah. I'm hungry.
Okay, well, yeah, because in a way, isn't Red Dead Redemption really just the concept of where you land before you die? Like where you land morally? Are you a good person or are you a bad person? Because there's like images.
Well,
there's a lot
it's
of
kinda
imagery
like-
for both.
You know, I actually. Oh, I shouldn't have eaten that yet. Man, that was a waste.
Oh man.
Oh well. I'm out of food. So it's kind of like. I guess part of the message here, it doesn't seem to ultimately matter. You know what I mean? Like,
True.
honorable or dishonorable, like they're both you end up being a worthy human either way, unless you of course play it like you and you go above and beyond just actually trying to like slaughter people.
Yeah. Speaking of which, you should set this place on fire by shooting that.
Oh, funny you should say that. It's gonna happen, but can I? That's interesting.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah, it looks like nah.
Just try.
Oh, I can't even shoot.
Bummer.
Look, a blood.
See, that's where the first part of the game is bullshit. Is you can't do literally whatever you want.
Well, you can't. Well, there's mission mode all over the game.
Oh, this is true. Yeah. So the first part of the game is just like a required first mission.
Yeah, exactly. And like, thing about you is you just don't do missions. Like you don't like taking the time away from just causing whatever chaos you're
Like
trying to figure out.
domestic terrorism. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if that's an okay word. Terrorism?
Can we ask YouTube? Is YouTube listening right now? And can we ask him if terrorism is an okay
Yeah,
word?
YouTube, just hop on the line and then we're gonna figure out if that's a word we can say.
Well, if terrorism is not an okay word, ban us. Because we
Don't say that.
I'm just kidding. That was a joke. You should talk to us before you ban us, and maybe we could work something out. If you know what I mean.
I don't know if I want to talk about that or not.
Who the fuck are those people? Those are people.
Those are family members of some characters we're about to meet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
So there's a little. I'm not going to spoil it, but I wonder where. Fuck it. We've already gone past the spoiler gate. Someone's hiding in here, and I want to know where. Can't be that. I wonder if this is a little detail they thought of.
I think the only reason I punch horses in this game is...
That's you still on this.
Well, just this one time as a kid, I heard a My Little Pony say "darn it," and I thought that was really fucked up.
And violent.
And violent. And so I've really had a personal vendetta against horses.
Changed you forever.
Keep looking for stuff.
I like how you think that me punching horses is bad, but you think nothing of me setting a horse on fire.
It seems quicker. It's pretty bad, and they scream really sad.
I will say I've never drowned a horse in this game. Is that possible?
They swim well. I think they would have to die before they started swimming.
Well, right, yeah, because like for me, like when I'm swimming with a horse, holy shit! Oh, dude, fuck this guy up.
Yeah, this is dead.
I remember this. Isn't this one of the first like morality decisions you have? Is if you kill this guy or not? Yeah.
Boom! Oh, look at you. You weren't ready.
Should I kill him? No.
Nice little mustache. You're a handsome chap.
Yeah, he does have a nice mustache.
All right.
He looks vaguely Italian.
And where Colm is.
I think I don't think they're all Irish, but the O'Driscolls are a largely Irish gang.
I don't know, man. There definitely was some Fargo family trading going on with this because that guy looks pretty Italian to me.
They like that is a strange thing to kick off that season of Fargo with. I wonder if there is some historical
realism
like realism for like, okay, we're gonna like trade our firstborns to like make sure we don't kill each other.
I don't know. Like I've heard of a lot of people criticize the newest season because of that.
So what do you think? Choke, spare, kill? Give him one or two of these, but
that's up to you, Joey. What kind of person? What would you do?
I'm a good Arthur.
I don't know. The blood on your coat says otherwise.
Well, yeah. Look. Arthur's gonna get a little blood on his coat, no matter what. I think.
I mean, Arthur's like the Incredible Hulk without Bruce Banner.
So hey, Arthur at his best is never great, like moral wise. He's never like a priest.
Well, true. But speaking of which, do you know the name of the voice actor of Arthur?
Roger Clark or something like that, I want to say.
I mean, he is incredible. I want to look up some of his other work. He really is the MVP
I'm not
of this
familiar
game.
with another thing. Rockstar does do that. Like, they cast relatively unknown people in their leads. Like I knew nothing about the three main characters in Grand Theft Auto 5 before that. And now I see a couple of them everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually worked with the guy at Milwaukee Rep that voices a guy in Grand Theft Auto 5.
It's true. Man, Rockstar works with a lot of actors.
Oh, yeah, dude. Like, this game employed probably tens of thousands of voice actors.
That seems
okay,
hundreds for sure. Maybe
no, it's in the thousands. I know for sure it's at least a couple thousand.
Uh-oh, Micah's doing some creeping. See, we don't like Micah from the get-go.
Oh shit. Yeah, okay, he's a psychopath. I was wrong.
Yeah, like Arthur is like. So I think their backstory is that Dutch found Micah about to hang or something, and then like he was charmed by him. So he's just like, oh Micah, I love you so much. Oh, he's always been, and he's a dick to everyone except Dutch.
Yeah, let's cast the game with actual celebrity actors.
Okay.
I would cast Matthew McConaughey as Micah, I think.
Matthew McConaughey. Well, he's too handsome. Micah's like a sleazy, slimy bastard.
Okay, but Matthew McConaughey plays sleazy, slimy very well.
Well, but he's not gross looking. Like Micah has like a gaunt sort of his unkempt face and long hair. He looks like he might smell.
Well, I don't know. I think McConaughey can pull off.
McConaughey. Okay, I'm not opposed to him. He's dark enough. McConaughey could be elsewhere though.
Yeah, sure. I don't know who I put as...
God, I'd like Ben Plummer as Hosea. I don't even know if that's right, but I think Ben Plummer would just fuck up this game.
Yeah. What about Josh Brolin as Arthur Morgan?
Josh Brolin. Thanos himself? I don't know.
I may be thinking of No Country for Old Men. He's kind of short.
Oh, I have not seen him in No Country for Old Men. I haven't seen that movie.
I mean, he is kind of short. He's good in... he's so good in Sicario.
Oh, Benicio del Toro would make an interesting. Could make an interesting Javier, but Javier's more like suave, where Benicio del Toro's got those dead eyes, you know?
Yeah, that's true, but I would cast Benicio del Toro as anything.
Sure.
I love that man.
Absolutely.
The most wasted actor by Disney, by the way. Between the Star Wars movies and the Disney movies, they wasted the fuck out of Benicio del Toro.
His lady!
Hey, everybody, Dutch is back.
You cast that guy.
you know
Maybe
what?
Donald Glover is that guy?
Oh, yeah, like a nerd type, sure. I could see Donald Glover as that guy.
Yeah, Donald Glover also isn't necessarily he plays the nerd type.
Oh, well, but I think that's what he naturally... He's sort of a nerdy internet sort of guy, I feel like.
You say Lando.
I'm thinking about Charles now.
That's the last thing.
Charles, which was Charles again?
He is the other black member of the gang. He's black and Native American.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
He's a bigger burly sort of guy. I'm trying to think of like
Give her a drink or something.
damn.
And Mrs. Adler, it's
I feel like there is a right answer.
Idris Elba.
now.
He's big.
They turned
He's
her.
you know what?
I wanted him to be Bond.
You know what? He's actually not a bad pick.
haven't
I
slept
think.
in 3 days.
For Charles, because he does have that big burly sort of thing, and he has like a dulcet tones. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Miss Grimshaw.
Mr. Bell, you're with the fellas over
Oh, dude, what is he in? It's either Beast of No Nation or Beast of the Southern Wild.
Oh, Beast of No Nation is the one about child soldiers, but Beast of the Southern Wilds is also an amazing movie about the islands in Louisiana.
Which one is Idris Elba in?
So the Beast of No Nation.
Beast of No Nation.
He was like a colonel. He was like a warlord in Africa or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite Idris Elba performance.
I haven't seen it, but I really liked him in The Office. He's very funny.
Wait, when was he in The Office?
He was the manager. He was manager for a while.
Oh,
Remember he has that one line where
Season 7?
Remember he has that one line where he's like, "Yes, I know how I know the reaction I get from the women in the office. It's something we just have to work past." You know what I mean?
Dude, I did not realize that was Idris Elba.
Oh yeah, and like so against type. Like he's such like a
I need you to.
like
I'm sorry to ask, but
kiss ass sort of like self-serving manager man. You know, like.
you ain't been
I think that's actually one of the wonderful things about comedy TV is they cast a lot of actors against type.
True.
James Spader, that entire sixth season, very
James
against
Spader.
type.
That's he was Robert California.
Robert California. That's season 8.
Oh man, Javier's my favorite. He looks so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Now, she's
Look at him. This guy should be like sipping scotch, like kicked back in a nice parlor, but he's like a criminal, you know? I like a dapper criminal.
Yeah.
I love dapper criminals.
So Benicio del Toro for him.
I think so.
thank you.
Winona Ryder?
Okay, for Abigail? Yeah,
Yeah.
man, she can act her ass off.
Speaking of which, didn't she play Abigail in The Crucible?
Oh, you know, maybe.
In the
maybe.
Daniel Day-Lewis one?
Very possibly.
Could be wrong.
Oh man, I need to go back to Stranger Things. I never finished it, but she made that show for me.
She was
you
supposed
ever
to play
seen the movie Heathers?
No. Oh, I haven't seen Heathers.
Oh, it's so good. She's incredible in it.
She was supposed to play Michael Corleone's daughter in Godfather 3, which would have been infinitely better than Sofia Coppola.
Yeah, but she was involved in that weird plot line with her cousin and all the cousin loving.
Right.
Weird, freaky.
Yeah,
freaky.
that-
Well, it's not that freak. Game of Thrones did it also, and they did it better.
Arrested Development does it, but Arrested Development's essentially the comedic Godfather.
Really?
Yeah, it's funny because so you've seen The Godfather, but not Arrested Development. Michael has seen Arrested Development, but not The Godfather. So when I describe characters, he's not seen The Godfather.
That's insane.
So when I describe characters in The Godfather, I'm like, oh, he's like this character from Arrested Development in The Godfather. But in Arrested Development, I would be like, oh, he's Fredo. Like, yeah, the main character of Arrested Development is even Michael, who has to take over his father's like business empire when he gets arrested, and he's the guy who least wants to do it, but he's the only competent brother.
Yeah, that's making some things click now. That adds up.
Has 2 brothers, 1 sister. One of the brothers is super hot.
I actually really want to point this out. So all we know so far is that the gang tried to rob a boat, and then that ended up bad, and they ended up in the mountains pursued by bounty hunters and Pinkertons.
Oh, holy shit.
So
this is also like an incomprehensibly horrible blizzard. Like, they must feel horrible right now.
Yeah. So they said they had the money. Javier said they had the money. Everything seemed fine. Yeah.
It was a bad situation.
That ain't like it.
Just can't you hear Benicio del Toro saying that line?
I do. I can.
He can't. Dude.
But
He'd mumble it, but
yeah,
it'd be
so
awesome.
it's just interesting because like Arthur spends a good portion of the beginning of this game piecing together what happened on that boat, on that riverboat robbery that he's describing right now, and we never get a complete picture. And it's really interesting. And like also, this is the first time to Arthur's knowledge that Dutch is just popping women because it seemed like an effective move at the time, or because he snapped in that moment. Like, we don't know. But Arthur's already at this point calling Dutch into question
Yeah.
because Dad's changing, or Dad's not like sticking up for like what he claims to stick up for. You know?
Yeah. And that's never good for for a
Dutch
child.
taught this man we're playing as to read.
Yeah.
This 38-year-old adult, his dad didn't do that, but like Dutch taught this man to read and raised him. Taught him everything he knows, you know. So this tale of heartbreak is just
if the core values are off. Now, granted, depending on how you play him as Arthur questioning Dutch's moral values may or may not be a little hypocritical.
Well, so it's either like Arthur is trying to be Dutch's canary, like, yo, Dutch, you're actually genuinely going too far, or Arthur is the one pushing Dutch past. Dutch is looking at Arthur and being like, well, this he's getting away with all this. All right, fine, I'm feeding dudes to gators, whatever.